We're still in the first hour of the program, on with you until 4 p.m. in Central African time. Did you know we are on satellite? Yes, we are. In Southern Africa, you can catch us on the DSTV audio bouquet, that's channel 802, or OpenView HD, channel 628. Let's talk about the annual observance of World Food Day. It happens every single year on the 16th of October. So this year it falls on a Thursday, which is tomorrow. It was established in the year 79 by the Food and Agricultural Organization, or FAO as it's known, for the United Nations, right? And its purpose is to raise awareness about global hunger issues, about food security or insecurity as we're seeing it in many regions across the African continent, and also, most importantly, spaces to create sustainable agriculture. So as the world marks Food Day for 2025, Kellanova South Africa, formerly known as Kellogg's, well, they're partnering with the National Department of Agriculture in South Africa to fight hunger and improve food access. So statistics are telling us that 21% of South African households are facing food insecurity, and nearly 18 million people are going hungry on a daily basis. This collaboration highlights something very important. Included in that is collective solutions, lasting solutions. And Kellanova has come up with something very important that they are calling the Better Days program. And this is where they are providing over 62 million meals in the last 11 years, helping children in various South African provinces, namely Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, as well as the Eastern Cape. So today on the line with me is Zandile Mposelwa, who is a Corporate Affairs Director at Kellanova South Africa, so we can talk about this vital work. Zandile, welcome to the show. Thank you very much for joining us on Channel Africa.
Thank you so much, Mmatsheko. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you. I'm just, obviously talking about this wonderful Better Days program, and it sounds to me that it's going beyond feeding. Through your partnerships, you're also empowering communities in many ways. So please elaborate on the Better Days program, and also talk to us about the impact that you've seen over the last decade plus.
Absolutely. This is a program that is very close to our hearts at Kellanova. We are an organization that is rooted at creating a place at the table for everyone. And for us, we are focused on making sure that we create and enable sustainable access to food. So over the last 11 years, as you mentioned, that we've been partnering with the National Department of Education. They've got the National School Nutrition Program, and we've been donating breakfast cereals to them. And this is about making sure that these children have got breakfast before the start of every day. And that is what's very important, because a child that goes to school hungry, their potential to learn is severely impacted. So that's what has really been a focus program for us over the years. And indeed, we partner with, for example, Food for South Africa, our logistics partner that makes sure that the food gets to, the schools. And the feedback that we get from schools is quite humbling. They tell us that, since we started at these schools, and by the way, we've been at these schools for the past 11 years, parents don't have to worry about breakfast anymore in this period of time, because they know that Kellanova and Kellogg's cereals, cornflakes cereals, have got them. So that is, for us, is very important. And alleviating hunger is something that is very close to our hearts. And we want to make sustainable impact. That is the reason as well, Mmatsheko, that we've got school garden programs as part of our Better Days commitment. And this is about teaching that sustainable access to food, to teach schools to start gardens, empower them, empower families to start their own gardens. And this is to create that, to really reduce the impact of always getting the handouts, but to convert it to hand ups. So that's very important to us. And we want to make sure that, we create a legacy of children that are really impacted positively in their lives.
All right. Very, very important, very vital, as I'd mentioned. Zandile Mposelwa joining me in her capacity as Corporate Affairs Director at Kellanova South Africa. And we're talking about their Better Days program. It's been running for over a decade and providing 62 million meals and counting, of course, over the last several years in a variety of provinces, and they are in partnership. Actually, a point of self-correction there. It's not the Department of Agriculture, it's the Department of Education, so that they can fight hunger in meaningful ways and improve food access. Let's take a break.
Just a quick correction.
The Upside with Tebogo Kuleni and Mmatsheko Mosito, bringing Africa's voices to the world on Channel Africa.
Siyabangena manje. Vito iJabulani Nkolele iMagoda. Jabulani is a young man from Giyani in Limpopo in South Africa. A very easy guy, taking things easy. To know me is to know that I love what I do, which I'm crazy about it. So when you hear me on radio, expect the best. Expect great music. Expect great content. Expect 180 minutes of nothing but fun. You'll find me on the morning reset, 3 to 6 a.m., Monday to Friday. Siyabangena baba. Ay. Mbuleke.
The Upside. On the Upside, your voice matters.
We are still talking about the Better Days program, as of course coming to you by Kellanova South Africa, and they have been doing such wonderful work across several provinces here in South Africa. We're talking about their program, which also falls, just so beautifully as we observe globally World Food Day that's happening tomorrow, the 16th of October. Zandile, welcome back. Let's talk about the importance of seeing an end to hunger as more an investment than just charity, because I'm seeing a very interesting shift in corporate spaces, Kellanova being one of them. There's a shift away from just charitable work, but more into, you mentioned a little bit in your response around the food gardens that are giving children and young people a hand up instead of a hand out, which is such a beautiful philosophy. But please elaborate on the investment part of this work.
So it's more than just that. Not only are we focusing on hunger alleviation, but also to drive well-being with our food. And this is about making sure that the food that South Africans eat meets the nutritional requirements. Now, going back to, the investment, for each and every engagement that we are doing at Kellanova in order to alleviate hunger, we want to make sure that there is sustainability. And hence, we partner with the schools to drive, these vegetable gardens that we are doing. Hence, for example, we are here in the Eastern Cape, and also in our World Hunger Day engagements, where we are with the National Department of Agriculture to highlight the impact that these efforts are doing in schools. So it is an investment, and we are investing in the future of a South African child. And to what I've said earlier on, this is about, and is what we've been doing consistently, a child that knows that they have breakfast, they're going to get to school on time. They're going to learn. They're going to miss less days at school. And this is actually feedback that we get from principals, where they tell us that, some of these children come to school because they know that there is going to be food. So in a society that we live in, where the schools become a place of a safety, so Kellanova investing in this breakfast program allows us to invest in that future of the children, and it becomes sustainable in that context. And also, obviously, the vegetable gardens provide that sustainability. And today, we're just talking with principals excited about expanding the garden program in the areas in the Eastern Cape, excited about the fact that now they're going to have more vegetables that they're going to feed to children, that the schools are going to have, the community has got something to look forward to, that they're going to have the knowledge. We not just come to start the gardens, but we teach about gardens, the value of gardening, and where it draw the long-term effect of the garden program as well.
Okay. Okay, I mean that's a great direction, and I think when we really track the record, it's been just such a successful program in terms of how it has evolved in matters around food insecurity in South Africa over the last decade. But let's talk about are running out of time, Zandile. But talk to us about what's happening tomorrow, because tomorrow is World Food Day. Any specific activations that are taking place across the provinces?
I'm excited to share that our employees are going to be volunteering to pack food parcels tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm also excited that we're going to be partnering with the Department of Agriculture here in Gqeberha in the municipality, where we're also going to be distributing food parcels to the communities here in Gqeberha, a place that we've been in, a place where we have donated over, just this year, over 2.3 million meals. So that is the engagement also to showcase and really strengthen our commitment towards alleviating hunger. So we're excited to connect with the community here in Gqeberha tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds exciting. Is there anywhere where we can perhaps contribute? I don't know, hands, volunteering as well? Is this open to the public in any way so we can all get inspired to not only support the brand that we know and love, but to give back,
Not tomorrow, but I will encourage South Africans to partner with charities in their communities and make impact that way. It could be a donation, it could be your time, connect with your community, connect with charity organizations in your community to find out how you can help. Let's together create partnerships in our spaces, however way we can, to make sure that families have got one less meal to worry about.
That is powerful. And I guess, perhaps for some inspiration, maybe you really do want to do something quite impactful in your African region. You can go to betterdayspromise.kellanova.com and you can get just extra insight as to what the program is about, how it has been able to be so sustainable and equitable over the last 11 years, and so much more, wonderful information that really comes in bite sizes. So I promise you'll get so much value as you check it out online. Zandile, thank you so much for the time. All the best with World Food Day tomorrow, Better Days program as well. Thank you for the time.
Thank you, Mmatsheko. Have a good one.
Thank you. Zandile Mposelwa is the Corporate Affairs Director at Kellanova South Africa, and we're talking about how they are feeding young children. And they've been doing this over the last 11 years. It is 2 p.m. in Central African time. We cross to the news desk with Onelens Inzi has the latest.
SABC